that algo out there that really kills the small time frames. So be on the lookout for that when it does drop.
Alrighty, what's going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. This time, this particular one, it's actually going to be a little bit different. For the last couple of days, I've been receiving a couple of messages from subscribers, and they are pretty much asking me to review this indicator from MambaFX. I've been following him for a very long time. Okay, I am not hating. I do not have nothing against him. It's just to show right here that what he says, that that's the best indicator, that this is like literally it's called clarity algo. The indicator is not out yet, but he's been showing a couple of things on the indicator, and he says that it's the best indicator algo out there. I'm sorry, it's the best indicator for scalping. Okay, he does mention that you don't necessarily need it, right? That in order to be profitable, he does mention that. So I agree with that, right? You really don't need an indicator, right, to become a profitable trader. And he does explain that very well. So again, I don't have anything against him. It's just that I wanted to show you an alternative for those who cannot use this indicator. Eventually, he will be charging for this type of indicator, I'm sure. And not just that, I also follow him, of course, on Instagram. As I mentioned, I do follow him. And on Instagram, I see that this is how it's looking, like the final version, right, of the indicator. I don't know if you can see there. Let me see. Yeah. So this right here, for example, this part, I see that the colors of the candles, so whenever it's below the line, that's a moving average, by the way. He is, of course, not mentioning it at the moment. He's not going to mention it. I'm sure he's not going to mention it. But this is, I happen to find out that this is just a 20 EMA, to be honest. It's just a 20 exponential moving average. I was trying to see if maybe it's an SMA, but it looks more like a 20 EMA, 20 exponential moving average. Now the color changing when the market is actually below the moving average, right? I'll show you how you can actually do it. This is just a fancy coloring, to be honest. And this line, as I mentioned, this moving average, it's just a 20 EMA, right? And this all green coloring that you can also see right here, right? All those colors are just a fancy stuff just to make it look maybe a little bit better. But I have a couple of options here for you, and I will try to compare so you can see. Okay, it's just for comparison. All right. So one of them right here, very quick. Let's say, for example, I see that he's also having a sell signal, right? His indicator is actually giving him a sell signal. All right. Not just changing the color by the time it goes below the moving average, but it's giving him the sell signal. So with that being said, let's go ahead and look there. I got one indicator here for you that is going to do, I think it's called CMEMA. Yeah, this one right here. And this one, actually, it already changes the color. You see, there we go. It's already changing the color. And of course, what you need to do is go here on the settings. It comes with a 34. I don't know why it comes with a 34. We're going to put 20, which is the one that he is using. And just like that, you already have it. You see, you don't really need those fancy colors or coloring. This green things. It's not necessary. Just as long as you can see at least that the candles are green when they are on top of the moving average and they are red when they are below, that's literally it. So I'm on H4 right now, and of course, what else are we needing here? So far we have the moving average, the 20 moving average, and the change of the colors, right? Now we need the sell signal. What can we use as a sell signal? Again, there's another indicator for that you can use. It's called super trend. I'm sure there are others out there, but this one is called like that, super trend. I think it was this one. Yeah. Super Trend V 1.0 buy and sell. This is the actual creator right there. You can put it as your favorite. And this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna go on settings, and you're gonna move. I believe it's 1.5. You play around with the settings. Okay, you're gonna play around with the settings. You're gonna hide the trend. You're gonna hide the super trend lines. You don't need the super trend lines. You only need the arrows, okay, telling you to sell or to buy, okay? That's it. Again, if you need to pause this video just to check, just to put the same setting, go ahead. Everything else is the same. You want to change the colors, go ahead. No biggie. All right. Now, here is where you can actually start playing out. I see that he also, I don't know if you can see here on the screen. You see that sometimes this weeks, they show a little green and red. That's because of this. Let me explain. Let me hide this indicator for a moment. That's because of this current colors. So I'm going to change the colors of the wicks. So let's see, bearish. Okay, bearish is the red. Okay. Body and the wick. Yeah, okay. So this is what we're going to do. Green. All right. Maybe the background that I have right now is not the best, but I'm going to leave it like that. Okay. You see what I did? I just placed the wicks. Okay. Just the wick of the candles red, and the wick of the bearish candles, of course, red, and the wicks of the bullish candles green. Just the wick, right? So click OK, and now go ahead and activate again the actual indicator, and this is what you're seeing. I'm gonna have to change the color of this background because I don't like it at all. White is not. Let me put so you can see, because I want you guys to see the colors of the wicks. Okay, so you see where the market is giving me the signal to sell. Let's see, where is he on H4? He is actually on Nasdaq. That's Nasdaq H4. So Nasdaq H4, you see the 20 moving average is right here. The signal he is getting, it's actually, I think it's on this candle, the signal. So you can tweak it, okay? You can totally tweak this. You can go on settings again. Go here. Sorry. Go on settings on this one. You're going to go here and you can tweak it. Let's see. We'll put a 2. Did it change? I think I had this first on 7. No. Let me go back to the 3. Okay. There we go. So the 3, you see, this is why you need to tweak it until it works the best for you. Okay? You're going to find out the best. If you're scalping, if you're swing trading, you're going to have to tweak it and see which option is the best for you. Okay? That's what I did, and I'm sure that's what he did. Okay? So, indicator, again, oh, Jesus, I closed it. Hold on. All right, here we go. So it's right there. There we go. So the signal is actually getting it in this candle. So we're getting it in this candle, you see, and the market stays below, right? You can use this maybe by way of exiting or getting out of the trade is maybe once the market starts climbing back on top or touching the actual moving average, you can maybe get scared at that point and close it, all right? Or if you start seeing some of these weeks green, right? Maybe that's a sign for you to take some profits and maybe move it on break even. Okay, you can use that. Let's see. I think he is doing it also on a 5-minute time frame. Yeah, there we go. This particular setup here, it's very, very simple as well. This is just a break of a structure. Okay, it's a trend line. So let me go on 5-minute. He went to the 5-minute. That was a scalping trade. Okay. and I think it was actually right here. Okay, this is what I'm saying, that you have to tweak it. Okay, and I think I have it. I think this is why it was actually 1 on the settings. There we go. So you're gonna have, as I mentioned, you're gonna have maybe to tweak it if you are scalping, all right? You're swing trading. You may have to actually tweak it. Where did the video go? Okay. All right. So right here in this trade, right? So look at it. Right here, he has a trend, right? He has a little trend. There is a break of the trend, and he enters actually quite late, you know? But he looks like he waited a little bit more, right? That's fine. In this case, you see where he's getting the signal, right, to buy. You see, you also are having also signals right here to sell, but you are not going to be taking every single signal from the indicators, right? This is why it's important to understand that, and not just because you have an indicator, you're going to be following it 100% over the time, all the times. No, it has to make sense. In this case, he is using it on a way that it makes sense, right? In this case, he is going for the buy because the price broke the trend line. Okay, the price broke the trend line right here. Let me change these colors. Right, so it broke the trend line, and he is also getting the signal. So for you to enter is something like that. You wanted to get into that trade, you're entering there, the stop, maybe below that candle, right? And then your take profit 1 to 2, 1 to 3, whatever you want to aim. If you want to go for, you know, a much bigger target, you want to aim previous highs or something like that. You have a lot of structure right there that you can go to, right? Those highs, and it looks like he did, you know, hold for a little longer. And that's the cool thing about the indicator, because as long as the candles stay above the moving average and they are all green, you can hold. Yeah. Here you got a little scared. Maybe this is a sign. This is some sign for you to take partial profits, move it on break, you know, put it on break even. Very important, right? But that's literally it, guys. This is all it. All right. If you've been following as well, this is basically it, right? This is the indicator, and you have the signals when buying and selling. All right. So I hope it makes sense. Let me know what you think. As I mentioned, I'm not hating. I'm just doing this video because I got a couple of questions from some students, from subscribers on the free channel, and I just wanted to show you that this is how you can actually use it. And as I mentioned, that indicator is just a 20 EMA. All right, maybe it's not a 20 EMA, but if you look at it and if you back test it, it looks exactly in the same position. It's in the same place. So it's just a little bit more colorful. So I hope it makes sense, guys, and let me know what you think. See you guys later.